Hello, everybody, and welcome back to the life of the spore. Part 2. My assistant is just going to save for a few seconds. Now, I'm not considering on firing you. Yay! I don't get to be fired, guys! I don't get to be fired! That is, if you actually do what I want you to, instead of just going around on a rampage killing things like you were earlier. However, you should have been... Oh my god, what are you doing? What are you doing? Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, my assistant still manages to get teamed up by hundreds of evil carnivorous spores, and what the hell is that one doing? Can you not just hurry? Oh god, there you go. You've died. Give me a break. Come on, we just got on. Do we have to continue this every day? Yes, we have to continue this every day. It must be done within 8 days. We're on our 2nd day now of doing this, and it must be complete. Really? Really? Are you absolutely kidding me? How many times are you going to run and... Oh! What are you doing? Oh, God. Come here. Ladies and gentlemen, you probably noticed that my assistant is still managing to get killed by loads and loads and loads of small creatures. What am I going to do? Well, you could be quiet and let me do my work. Your work? This is my work, not your work. I hired you to help me with my work. And every single time you get attacked by millions of different spore creatures. You know, that is probably the 500th time now that you've been attacked by a spore creature that is a carnivorous spore. Can you not get killed once, please? You've died at least 15 times already. 15 times. Okay, you don't need to rub it in. Oh, watch out for that! Never mind. Oh my god. Stop having some sort of jousting fight with it. It's not going to work. See? I told you it wasn't going to work. Now you've died again for the 100th time already. And now... Don't just go back to the place where you randomly died. Oh my god. What happened to survival of the fittest? Well, obviously, this spore creature apparently didn't really seem to survive because of my assistant managing to completely stuff everything up. I didn't stuff everything up. Yes, you've done. You've stuffed up everything. You've stuffed it all up. No, I haven't. It's perfectly fine. Look, just hurry it up already and get over with it. You know this won't help. What are you... Really? Really? Are you kidding me? Great. Oh, congratulations! You've died again. Oh my god. What's going to happen to you next? Are you going to die 100,000,000 times again? Are you going to die for the 100th time over and over again? Or are you just going to keep on dying and dying and dying and dying and dying and dying? Hello? Are you there? Yes, I am. I'm just busy trying to eat this thing. You could just hurry us up a bit. My viewers are wanting to see the next part. I thought you said we were already on part 2. Oh yeah, that's right, we are. We're on part 2. Um, has your voice changed? No, I have a cold. That's why. A cold. You know. That's why. You think it's changed. That is the timeline. And now we are being a herbivore. A herbivore! We're supposed to be a meat eater, not a herbivore. What are you doing running into a shell? Oh great. That's it. Just go straight ahead and avenge your own kind and then eat your own kind's meat for no apparent reason whatsoever. Hey, I'm trying. You're not trying. You're trying to get yourself killed. You are almost there to the creature stage, and if this continues, I will fire you. Okay, fine, I'll do it. You need to kill a few more of those things. And make sure that the gaming craft team spore is not an omnivore when it hits the creature stage. And try not to die from those things that are probably going to kill you anyway because you're the worst assistant in all the land. I mean, all the world. What are you even doing? That's not going to work. There! Finally, you've actually gone and done it. Greetings. Not greetings. Congratulations, you're now at the creature stage, and you're still a herbivore! God damn it. What, you got a problem? I thought you wanted it to be a herbivore. No, I didn't! It was never meant to be a herbivore! It was meant to be a carnivore. A carnivore, not a herbivore. And what are you doing? Really? At least get rid of the plant mouth. At least get rid of the... Never mind. You could have gotten rid of the herbivore mouth. But no, you didn't. You didn't get rid of the herbivore mouth at all.
Now, I do have the graphics on low,
We don't need to know about the graphics. Oh my god. Now, this was the greatest event of all time. This great event has been going on for generations throughout the gaming craft team Spore's life and history, and don't read the writing because it's from a previous video that I recently made via Assistant Play. And don't even read all of this because it's very boring and obviously just a tutorial, but who cares, because my assistant is probably a noob, which obviously you already know because of the fact he dies too much. This spore has been one of the most unluckiest creatures, unluckiest species, and it hasn't got anything to do with my assistant at all. Apparently, it actually has to do with the timeline of this spore. My assistant is just actually looking through the whole timeline thing and showing you bits of its history, but apparently my assistant has gone straight through to the tutorial part of the creature stage, which he was never meant to. Hey, it's not my fault. And you're still classed as a noob. Now try to evolve for once, please, to make yourself a little bit stronger instead of having random horns and whatever the hell that thing is on top of you, and a random eyeball. Your creature looks like a cyclops. A cyclops! With 2 mouths and horns. You could at least give it arms. Shut up, I'm going to give it arms. What are you doing? You're meant to be giving it arms. You're not giving it legs. What are you doing? Oh my god. No, give it. Oh my god. What are you doing? Give it. Okay, I'll give it these legs. No, give it arms. Okay, I'll give it these arms. I want you to give it arms, not legs. Do you understand what I'm talking about? I want you to give it arms. Okay, I'll give it arms. Not legs, arms! Are you not... Oh my gosh. You are undoubtedly the worst assistant I have ever had. How about you can get rid of all those horns and crap that you have on it already? I don't want to, because it looks better with all that stuff on it. No, it doesn't! What are you doing? Why did you get rid of its eyeball? Oh my god. Ladies and gentlemen, my assistant. Why have you made its eyeball go over the top of the mouth? Are you that... Oh my god. You should have made it something else.
Make that eye a little bit smaller.
Yes, that's it. Make the eye smaller. And keep it there. No, I want you to get rid of the plant-eating mouth. And make it a carnivore. What are you doing? I'm basically making it what the timeline says to make it. That's not helping. You know, I might just end up going to the next part because apparently you don't seem to know what you're doing still. Why haven't I considered on firing you yet? And we are back. My assistant is just going to randomly just go through this correctly, hopefully. And what are you doing with the mouse? Stop spazzing it around all over the place. That's not helping. Yes, it is. It's actually showing people what they should do. No, it's not. It's not helping at all. You're just making it worse. I'm not making it worse. I'm making it better for people. That's still not going to help. Just continue with the history of the storyline of the spore, please. And next time you evolve, get rid of those pathetic things. Now, this was one of the greatest and also strangest events of when my assistant accidentally, I think this is the part where he accidentally might have completely decided to go the wrong way. So, as you can see, my assistant is about to get some new friends. Wait a minute. This is not supposed to be about you. It's actually supposed to be about the bloody timeline of the spores. What have I been doing this entire time? Anyway, let's create it back. Really? So, in this event, which my assistant is just playing out for you, he is attacking a spore creature. This was where he got rather angry. For no reason, apparently, and started killing things at random. So, anyway, even though he could have just used his siren ability, he didn't really want to. Because he's a rampaging killing machine, more like it. The only thing he does is go around and kill things. Hey, I'm meant to be playing out this storyline of the spore, and you're meant to be telling the viewers, not just rapping on about me, doing other crap that I really shouldn't be. You know, why don't I just stick with the whole thing, and you just go off and do whatever the hell you want? Now what are you doing? Don't change the graphics! Oh my god. Oh, actually, it looks quite fine. Keep the graphics as they are. So, anyway, as you can see, the Gaming Craft Team Spore is walking all over the place, either killing or creating friends. And is met up with a new creature called Bean, if I am correct. I don't really know what the hell that thing's meant to be called. But it doesn't really matter. And as you can see, my assistant is just randomly...
Why won't you want to be friends with
A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P. Oh, they seem to like that song, don't they, sir? That is a very, very bad song. That's for children, you know. Oh my god. I'm not surprised if they don't like it. I wouldn't be surprised at all if they don't like it.
What is on the top of this massive, giant, overgrown hill?
So, anyway, this is where the Gaming Craft Team Sport tries to get up to a mountain, which is actually more like a volcano. But unfortunately, it wants to look up the top of the mountain and see if it actually is a volcano or not. So, my assistant is just going to play it out again, if he can actually climb up a bloody mountain for once. Obviously not. Oh, and he's found some very angry creatures. Excuse me, but can you not go over there? We don't want to see our first death occur when going after those things. Please, do not let the Gaming Craft Team Sport die in the creature stage. That's good. Now, can you please walk past everything without touching one thing that is an enemy spore or even friendly spores? Okay, I'll just go up to the top of this mountain. That's good. Now, let me just turn the sound on for our viewers.
Anyway, I'm not actually interested in going to have a look at it now that we actually do know what it's trying to do.
What do you mean you're not interested in going to have a look at it?
I wanted to investigate it anyway, and unfortunately we cannot get up to the top of it. What are these strange bird things?
Those strange bird things are just there for show, more like it. To give you a better understanding of the Gaming Craft Team Sports history. What is that ugly duck thing? I don't remember those things being in the history of the spore, of the Gaming Craft Team Sport, or... Oh, wait, yes they are. They're perfectly in the timeline, and this is one of the funniest events of all time history, where my assistant is going to play it out for you once more. Yes, so what the Gaming Craft Team Sport does is to go up behind that ugly-looking weird duck thing and to steal its food. And this is where it comes across its species new nest. And don't read that, that's not useful. So, another thing, again, this is where the gaming craft team Spore decides to mate again for the 105th time to evolve. And if my assistant actually gets it correct this time, he has to get rid of those.
Oh my god, what the hell's that? Where's it going? Are they migrating?
Of course they're migrating! Where do you think they're going? Those creepy creatures. We will get into the timeline of them very soon. Those creatures are the ones that almost destroyed the gaming craft team Spore. Finally, you've actually given it arms! Thank you! I was going to give it arms earlier. No, you weren't!
A little bit taller so they can tower over.
Really? Really? Why are you doing that? Because it's going to make it more intimidating? Oh well, but don't do anything stupid. This is meant to be about the history of the Spore, and you're just making it to the history of yourself, more like it. You could at least get rid of the horns, and that bloody plant mouth, instead of keeping it. Why would you put them on the legs? Because they're going to be more useful on the legs? Whatever. So, if I could just recently skip past this because it's very boring, if I could get my assistant to skip past this, if he would let me. Oh wait, never mind. So, we have a technical problem. Oh wait, there we go. What are you doing? Why are you doing that again? And as you can see right over there.
Over there, and they are very, very angry.
As you can see, those are the creatures that almost killed the gaming craft team Spores. Species. Gaming craft team Spores. Species. Now, as the gaming craft team Spore casually walks up to it, the gaming craft team Spore tries to befriend. But this is where everything turns.
Whoa, 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 no, 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 I didn't do anything, what are you doing? Get away from me. I only wanted to be friends.
Congratulations, you are really the worst assistant I've ever had.
Okay, first rule of interacting with another species, make sure they're not incredibly hostile.
Yes, that is a life lesson for you, my assistant. Make sure that your spores, make sure when you go up to a nest of spores that they are not incredibly hostile, like you did then. Bear in mind, this is all a part of the timeline, so anything that happens in this, with my assistant randomly walking around and doing random stuff, is actually a part of the timeline. And no, my assistant is actually not included in the timeline at all. So, as you can see, there are bird things attacking these strange, weird-looking dog creatures. Even though my assistant has tried to make friends with these things before, they still attack him. So, obviously, the gaming craft team Spore is not equipped for anything at the moment. So, after a few attempts, the gaming craft team Spore decides to give up on those creatures and goes to another creature. And you know how I did say that my assistant is supposed to be helping me with this? Well, technically, it's kind of like my assistant is actually stealing the entire life of the Spore. Because every single time, almost in every single video that I have created of the gaming craft team Spore's life, he seems to be taking it for granted. And what are those things doing? He seems to be just stealing the video when it's supposed to be basically about the gaming craft team Spore, not about him. So basically, it's no longer going to be about my assistant. And really, this was not supposed to be in the timeline. What are you doing? Do you not know what you're doing? For the 500th time. I do know what I'm doing. This is supposed to be correctly in the timeline. You are stealing my... Oh my god. If you continue to do this, I will have to fire you. No, leave the arms alone. Oh my god. Wow, you are absolutely You do not know what you're doing, do you? Yes, I do. No, you don't. You've tried countless times to actually be friendly with these creatures, but no, you've just tried to F everything up for them. Especially that. You could have put their mouth where it was before. No, don't get rid of them. Oh my god. Why would you get rid of the hands? You could have put them the way they were. My god. At least get rid of the plant mouth. I'm just gonna keep the plant mouth. Why would you make the arms... Oh my god. Why would you decide to make the feet and the hands bigger? Okay, then I'll just change the feet. No, that's not going to work. That is not going to work. That is not going to work. Keep them how they were before. Do not change them. Don't change them. No, put them back the way they were. Oh well, who cares? That would do. So, anyway, let's see if my assistant can stop stealing the show with his pathetic stupidity. Or stupid things of what he does to the spore to make it evolve. Because he obviously has no idea what he's doing, and he's taking over the show. Video, sorry, not show. So, right now, this is where the Gaming Craft Team Spore was being taught how to dance. Thanks to my assistant making it have dancing legs. And this is where the Gaming Craft Team Spore decides to strike. This is one of the greatest events of all time. The Spore Wars begins.
No, I didn't mean it. I didn't mean it. I was lying. Why are you doing this to me? Help me, Colony. Save me from those giant overgrown things.
So you probably heard that my assistant yelled out, "Hey, ugly dog thingies," and the evil creatures responded with,
Still there? Are you kidding me?
"Excuse me, but you're taking over the show. Can you please go away?" Anyway, video, sorry. So that was when we got to see a glimpse of those creatures that just randomly came out of nowhere and disappeared in an instant. Apparently, it had something to do with a glitch. And no, this isn't the Matrix. It was a glitch in the world of the Gaming Craft Team Spore's life. This was not created by us. This didn't happen because of us, even though we created the Gaming Craft Team Spore and the Spore Earth itself. We never expected for any of this to actually go wrong. So, as you can see, the Gaming Craft Team Spore is just going around in a massive circle, trying to be friends with these things. But no, it gets attacked. Oh, and this is where the Gaming Craft Team Spore dies. Again. So, as the Gaming Craft Team Spore tries to be friendly with these things, and thinks this, "She'll be coming round the mountain." Oh! And that is how the Gaming Craft Team Spore died. By singing, "She'll be coming round the mountain." How unusual. Obviously, they didn't really like it. Because who could blame them? Really? Like, my assistant has got very bad singing. Very, very bad singing. Hey, that's not nice. Oh, yes, it is. You are the worst singer in all the world. And what are you... Oh, God. Yeah, So this is another part of the timeline in the Gaming Craft Team Sports life. So, apparently, we have a pig face thingy now, and apparently my assistant has just angered a lot of evil spores. This was the unluckiest event of all the Gaming Craft Team Sports life. It completely got attacked by loads and loads of different spores, causing a war to begin.
Well, I think that coming here was the worst idea I've thought.
So basically, this is how it got given the name Spore Wars. This event is where the Gaming Craft Team Spore sparked a war with these two rival nests, including the one that it's about to approach. It wanted to help these bird things, to save them from those ugly dog things, and apparently it got attacked, so it died again. Yes, the Gaming Craft Team Spore does a lot of dying, as it's not really a successful race of spore species. It actually dies more than once. So, the Gaming Craft Team Spore has to relive every single event when it dies, including this one. And this does not include anything of civilization stage or any other stage throughout the Gaming Craft Team Spore's life, because this is different. The Gaming Craft Team Spore, in this particular creature stage, died a lot and had to relive and try to progress through this world without dying. That does not go for everything else in this event. Once everything else except the Gaming Craft Team Spore dies, that is it. In the tribal stage, however, the Gaming Craft Team Spore also died. For a spoiler, by the way. I will not be showing you it though, because it will probably ruin everything, but technically I already did. So I might put in that video right there, spoiler alert, for you to turn your speakers down in case you don't want to hear the spoiler. Now this was a strange event of where the Gaming Craft Team Spore managed to have a bigger brain, but considering it's the most stupidest species in all of the world, my assistant has actually frozen for once. Wow. You know that you should actually continue with this instead of just randomly standing around. So yes, the Gaming Craft Team Spore actually managed to get a bigger brain, considering it is the most stupidest species in the entire world of the Gaming Craft Team Spore species. On the planet Spore Earth. In fact, it has died so many times that it's the stupidest species on the entire planet of Spore Earth. And now it's trying to randomly scare off all of its allies that it's just created. Congratulations! And now it thinks she'll be coming around the mountain again, and this time they actually like it, but this was a different spore species. Not the same one that really got angry. And in this event, they were enjoying themselves dancing around for no apparent reason. So the Gaming Craft Team Spore decides to wander away from its new allies, and takes one ally with it, and just starts going around destroying dead bodies. So basically what it's doing is desecrating corpses, which you shouldn't do, because bad things will happen to you. And basically, the Gaming Craft Team Spore's got bad luck now, and has always had bad luck. Or has it? This is where the Gaming Craft Team Spore met a great friend. However, the Gaming Craft Team Spore could not tame this beast because it didn't have the correct sort of abilities to tame this creature. So it decided to help this creature in its quest to destroy everything after it tried to make friends with these creatures. Unfortunately, that didn't actually work. So anyway, the Gaming Craft Team Spore just tries to eat the food of these strange spore creatures.
Now, if you do tame them, if you can keep them all the way through to the tribal egg.
So, as you can see, this creature is, I think, an omnivore as well as the Gaming Craft Team creature is. But I would rather prefer that the Gaming Craft Team creature was not an omnivore to start off with. Was not an omnivore to start off with this particular event. So anyway, what the Gaming Craft Team creature does, the Gaming Craft Team beast does, is to anger the enemies of these creatures and get killed by them. Yes, ultimately being one of the stupidest creatures to ever walk the planet Spore Earth.
Okay, so that's time we evolve.
Yes, this creature is very stupid. Yes, it has been very unlucky, but that doesn't make it want to completely conquer all of Spore Earth one day.
So we will go back to that.
Despite all the odds, the Gaming Craft Team creature did just that. But before all that could happen, this occurred.
Long enough.
This creature decided to destroy the Gaming Craft Team beast's nest while they were about to do mating season. While they were about to mate and to evolve their species even further. But apparently that was delayed because of this ugly creature here stopping it. And that is where the Gaming Craft Team creature got very angry. Spore. This event continues to go over and over and over again until it is actually done. Unfortunately, the Gaming Craft Team creature did not manage to destroy these creatures completely. It only managed to make them weak enough to stop them from attacking them, their species. Now, the Gaming Craft Team creature did not evolve another, whatever you call them, weapon or whatever, until the next year or so. Since these ugly creatures have disrupted the mating season, that cannot be done. And I'm terribly sorry because I have a cold. So if you hear some strange noises or strange speech delays, that would be from my cold. So anyway, they begin the mating season. They begin mating once more after being delayed by those ugly creatures and having an ally get killed by those ugly creatures. This is where the Gaming Craft Team creature decides to mate. And this is not the last time it decides to mate. Its mating season was almost delayed because of those creatures. So what my assistant is going to do is to upgrade the spore. So what my assistant was going to do was to upgrade the Gaming Craft Team spore a little bit further, but unfortunately you didn't actually get to see that because this particular timeline was cut out, apparently due to some portal being opened by another species or a strange spaceship coming over and destroying the timeline, or maybe someone going back into time and effing up the entire timeline, like my assistant. Hey, I only did it because I wanted to see them in first-person view. and actually study them, well, now you wrapped up this timeline, so you might as well just deal with the whole thing. Get on with the history of the Gaming Craft Team Spore already. You're going to be here for ages if you don't hurry up. So, that was when the Gaming Craft Team Spore decided to just walk around through the lush forests and great meadows or whatever, grasslands, and to meet new and old friends. And the Gaming Craft Team Spore was attacked by those ugly creatures that attacked it ages and ages ago. Bear in mind, we have hit the year 100 for the Gaming Craft Team Spore. For the Gaming Craft Team Spore creature's life, if I'm correct. I'm not necessarily sure. But the Gaming Craft Team Spore does come back, or Gaming Craft Team Beast Spore does come back and tries to be friends with these creatures, but then realizes that it has been disrupted by other creatures trying to kill it. So it then decides to go back to its old nest, because it hates its other nest that it had with those ugly creatures trying to kill it. And that is when every single nest mate has a great reunion with our Gaming Craft Team Spore creature. And then the Gaming Craft Team Spore begins to destroy the creature that was attacking it earlier. So after the Gaming Craft Team Spore species had a massive reunion at their nest, and by the way, my assistant did butt in again for the 5th time, which is kind of annoying, because he always does that. So anyway, they did once again do the mating call and mate, which is where the Gaming Craft Team creature, or Gaming Craft Team Beast Spore, again lays another egg. And my assistant is having a difficulty with the actual settings of this, because he just doesn't appear to know what he's doing. So anyway, my assistant is just going to see what he can do. And for once, my assistant actually gets rid of them. Really? What are you doing? You should have made it a meat eater.